Well, it's an object lesson, isn't it? I mean, Viktor Orban is a strong man. He's running a country where the old communists still have their little niches of power, and Orban is trying to clear all of that out and trying to make Hungary into a modern democracy. He is a proper leader. He's a man that I have some admiration for, I have to say. As you say, he's the one that's actually obeyed all the rules. And what on earth is wrong with building a fence? What on earth is wrong with protecting and defending your own borders? Nothing. But what's happened to Orban is really an object lesson in why democracy has effectively been expunged in this European project. So Viktor Orban, the Romanians, Slovakians, some of those Central and Eastern European countries, when they were asked by Mrs. Merkel and the European Commission to share out for settlement numbers of people who'd come in, they said no. And you would have thought that would have been the end of that. And yet, by using quite a crude device, the European Commission and the European Parliament passed a piece of legislation that then went back to 28 prime ministers and presidents, but then could be passed by using a majority vote, as opposed to a country having its own right of veto. And so now they're duty bound to take numbers from Brussels. I don't know. I mean, we've seen disunity in Europe over the euro, where one currency suiting economies as diverse as Germany and Greece has shown just not to work. But I sense that the level of division that exists now within this European project over the migrant crisis is even more serious, because it wasn't just the European Commission saying, oh, come all ye faithful. Anyone that wants to come can. It was, of course, the German Chancellor. It was Angela Merkel who said, oh, we'll take 800,000 people. That's no problem. And that led to a stampede. So, I am speaking to you from the European Parliament, but believe me, these institutions here in Brussels are stuck in a very, very real crisis. And unless we change policy, unless we say, look, we'll take genuine refugees, but we won't take them if they come across the Mediterranean by boat. We won't take them if they play into the hands of the criminal traffickers. And I mean, on a human level, let's just remember that 3,000 people have drowned this year in the Mediterranean. But there is a modern day precedent for all of this, because Australia had exactly the same situation. It started back in 2008 with boatloads of people coming from Southeast Asia. And the Australians said, if you come by this method, you will not be accepted. The boats stopped coming, the people stopped coming, and the drowning stopped happening.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.